Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching, episode 308. 1 plus 7 plus 275 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5 plus 2 plus 3 is 308 because math.
Look at that. She did it.
I did it.
She forgot last week.
Did anyone, but I bet someone commented and said, you forgot the math.
Yep, they did.
Yep, but you know what? That's all you noticed. Cheers to you.
That's cool. Welcome back.
Hello,
as
people.
I said, if you are new to our channel, we are a mother-daughter FlossTube channel.
Yep.
And
FlossTube is like a cross-stitch situation.
Correct. If you have stumbled upon our channel and this episode,
oops, press play. Oopsie poopsie.
And maybe you are thinking about getting back into cross stitch, we're a great place to start.
We are. We will cheer you on.
We will. So we record about every week if we can, barring unseen circumstances and travel.
Yeah.
And so it's Sunday night. It's time for a video.
Yep.
For those of you who were with us last week and
it was a wild one.
Thought that you were going to basically laugh through the whole episode, you're welcome. And
she was funny.
We decided, because of a lot of factors in our day today, including a extra innings baseball game on TV, that we would eat before we recorded. So we are on the later side of Sunday night again.
Oh, well.
And maybe we're starting a trend. Who knows?
Maybe.
But welcome all.
Yes, one and all to the great show.
And prepare to be entertained, hopefully inspired, and undoubtedly enabled. So
yes.
There you go.
There you go.
Entertained. What did I say?
And undoubtedly
entertained, inspired, and enabled.
Ooh. Write it down, Pam. Write it down.
Slogan in the making.
Oh man.
We've had a fairly we've had a getting back to normal week. We're not really quite back to normal. Yeah. Were we ever normal is the question.
That's up for debate.
But whatever our week was, it ended on a very, very fun note with our crockpot crew.
Yeah.
Our crockpot crew is a group of 7 of us, and we were missing one, so we were down to 6 last night.
Yep.
That originated around, obviously, making dinner in a crockpot.
Yeah.
And it originated at our house. Our house has been overcome with cross stitch, and it's not really in entertainment mode. And gracefully, our friend Lisa has picked up the slack for better or worse. No, always for better. And we were at Lisa's last night for just a very, very fun time.
Yes.
Crystal and Lisa have a FlossTube channel, as does our friend Melissa. And our friend
Melissa has not made a FlossTube video in numerous months.
They're less regular than us.
Yeah. But Crystal and Lisa are pretty regular.
Yeah, fairly. But they've had busy summers.
Oh, yeah.
They have large families and they have busy summers.
Yep.
And Delisha also has a FlossTube channel, but she was our in absentia last night and was sincerely missed. But anyway, we had a great time.
Yep.
It's very informal, and we enjoy each other's company tremendously. So while we were there, Lisa and her husband Mark have a framing business, which we patronize on a regular basis, and we picked up a couple more things that we will show you later from Lisa the Framer.
Yes,
and we're thrilled with them. So that's coming up.
Yeah.
If you are a regular to our channel, then you know that we have been sort of shipping department central around here, and Stephanie can explain.
Yeah, so we live in Southwest Ohio in Cincinnati, or just outside it, I guess. And oh, that's open. Oh, this is gonna be funny.
We have 2 cats, if you didn't know.
Oh,
she might be settling right in on top of all of Stephanie's project bags.
Yeah, I have a big tub that has all my project bags in it, and I left the lid off of it, which is my fault. And she's like, we're now gonna sit in this box.
This is my new home.
Welcome to it.
Yeah,
I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. Anyway, so the cross-stitch shop that is here in Cincinnati is Keepsakes. I work at Keepsakes, and for the last 2.5 weeks, we've been working hard to get out one of our biggest shop exclusive that we have ever done. It is called Anytown Tiny Town from Heart and Hand. If you're familiar with our Tiny Town series, it is one in that series that is exclusive to Keepsakes for the Keepsakes 25th anniversary. So back in April, we had pre-orders open for it, and that was how you reserved your copy. And last week, at this time, I saw a light at the end of the tunnel, but it was very small, and now we've reached the end of the tunnel. So
right on the other side,
there are
hardly a scar.
There are probably a dozen, less than a dozen, maybe 10 pre-orders that have not left the building yet, and that is for no fault of mine. We're waiting on product, actually. So, on some fabric. So, once that fabric gets here, which we're expecting it any day, once that gets here, then those can go out and we will be done. Yeah. So, we've had a lot of people inquire about, well, how do I get my hands on it? And
I really am sorry I didn't jump on this at the time.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Sure. So, here's the deal. Is that it was a pre-order. And so, when the pre-order window was open, people pre-ordered it. And then we took those numbers and that's what we ordered for product. Because we did not want to have piles and piles of excess product sitting around. And we were pretty close to being on the money on that. So the chart will be available to any and all shops in March of 2024.
At market.
Mm-hmm. Okay? So whether you want to get it from Keepsakes or if you want to get it from your local shop, it will be available for everyone to purchase in March of 2024. Mm-hmm. So now that we have shaken things, the dust has settled and all of the pre-orders have gone out, that's where we're at. So thank you to everyone that pre-ordered, and thank you to everyone for your patience and understanding, and I hope that for everyone that pre-ordered and watches this channel that you know that I packaged your order up with love, and I'm happy that people are receiving it and are happy to get that in the mail. So, it's. I feel like there was a time before Tiny Town and a time after Tiny Town.
Yeah. I kept telling her, at the beginning of last week, I kept saying, just understand that by Friday, all of this will be behind you.
Yeah.
And she referenced that yesterday when we were driving out to Lisa's. She said, here we are, and it's
a week later, and I don't have to do Tiny Town.
You were right.
Today was
I was right.
Today was the first day that I didn't work since we were on vacation for July. Yeah. So that felt pretty good.
Yep.
Anyway, okay.
So that's the Tiny Town update.
All right.
Probably the last one.
Yep. All right, let's do a hashtag.
Let's do a hashtag.
Okay, our hashtag here at JustKeepStitchin is hashtag Stitch Harmony. It is our attempt at connecting stitchers together. So, if you are someone who is in need of a cross-stitch friend, and you would have tried so hard to find a friend on your own, and it's just not working, and you would like our help, we would love to help you. So, we will tap into our audience. We'll share a little bit about you, your name, where you live, with our audience in hopes of finding you a friend.
That's right.
So if you want our help, just comment on the video. Use the hashtag StitchHarmony. Tell us your name and where you live. And then we pick one of those comments every week to share with our audience.
Right.
So, who is this week's featured Stitch Harmony commenter, Pamela?
Close to home, in our home state, if you will. And this is what she wrote. Hashtag Stitch Harmony. Good job.
Thank you.
Hello, FlossTube. My name is Georgette Garrido. I think, Georgette, I hope I'm spelling that right.
I love that name.
And I recently moved. Okay, so that is a real hard situation to be in. I recently moved to Springfield, Ohio.
Yes.
Pardon me.
Nope.
And I recently moved to Springfield, Ohio after my husband passed last June. Our sincerest sympathies to you.
Absolutely.
I think the closest needlework shop is Keepsakes.
Cool.
However, that's a little too far for me to attend on a regular basis. We hope you do come down, though, Georgette.
Yeah, it's about an hour away.
Anyway, I'm reaching out to see if there are stitchy friends close or closer to Springfield.
Yes, I get
I
that.
love watching you guys. Wow, Georgette.
So, Springfield
Yeah.
is more or less northeast of Dayton. So between Dayton and Columbus. So Columbus is smack dab in the middle of the state. And then if you travel west from Columbus on Interstate
70?
70,
Yep.
you will run right into Springfield.
Absolutely.
And so that is where it is located. So I will show you the great state of Ohio. There she is. And then right here is Springfield. Columbus, Dayton, Cincinnati, Springfield.
Yep.
So, there you go. You can see a little bit better there. There you go. So, I can tell you, Georgette,
Yeah.
that I mailed at least half a dozen Tiny Town pre-orders to Springfield, Ohio.
So there's stitches.
So there are stitchers there. Whether or not they watch this channel we'll find out. But there are stitchers in Springfield. Okay. I wonder if how far it is to Craft Gallery from. Oh, it's an hour and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
She's close.
Oh, but you can't take the interstate. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but it would be longer.
Yeah, she's closer to us than
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are to
yeah.
Finley.
Yeah. So, all right. So if your ears perked up because you live in and around nearby within driving distance of Springfield, Ohio, and you have room in your stitching group for sweet, sweet Georgette, then please comment on this video and say, "Hi, Georgette. My name is," insert name here. "I live in and around nearby within driving distance of Springfield, Ohio, and I would love to stitch with you." And then it is up to you, Miss Georgette. Read through the comments, see if anyone has reached out to you, start a conversation, and go from there.
That's right.
So, Springfield Stitchers Unite! Yay.
Keeping an eye on this cat.
She's just going to hang out right there. Okay?
There she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once she lowers the butt, we're good. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready? That means it's time for Pam's pinned comment.
Sure
Pam's
does.
pinned comment is the one comment of all the comments we got after last week's video that, tickled my fancy. And we had a lot of comments and very much appreciate each and every comment. We got a lot of comments about coming to you a little bit later, and everybody thought that we were
Just hilarious.
hilarious, punchy, funny, whatever. It really doesn't matter what time of day or night.
We're always hilarious.
This is us. But anyway, we did get this one that I thought was particularly
worth
cute.
a post. Huh?
Cute, Julie.
Cute.
This is from Julie in Stitches 16, and this is what she wrote. Ladies,
Julie.
your laughter is just what the doctor ordered for me today.
Oh, boy.
As I sit reviewing doctor's orders in my RN role.
Ah.
None of which includes laughter which they all should.
Amen.
If I were the ordering physician, I would add laughter, QID, 7 days a week for every patient.
Yes.
Now, Julie, I have to admit to you, being perfectly transparent,
Oh, I can't wait for
I
this.
had to look up QID. Did you know what QID was?
I have no idea what it means. I'm not
Those
a
of
doctor.
you who interface with the medical community a lot might know. QID is Latin for 4 times a day.
Huh.
So,
Isn't that interesting?
I learned something from you, Julie. Then I, as the nurse, educating them on how to obtain said laughter, would direct them to your FlossTube channel.
Perfect.
Thank you for tickling the proverbial, if not anatomical, funny bone.
Ew.
Ooh, and as always, for sharing your love of this craft. Have the very best week and keep laughing. Thank you, Julie. That was
love
precious
it.
and educational.
Yes.
And we love the fact that so many of you chimed in with your reaction to our goofiness.
Forever don't kill us, yes.
Yes. So that brings us to silver and gold, and that is our FlossTube shout-out section.
Do you want me to do the sound effect, or?
Oh, that's right.
I mean, we can just forget the xylophone.
No,
but
let's not forget the xylophone.
But don't tell the xylophone that we're going to break up with it.
No.
Okay?
No.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Milkshake liked it.
Yes, she did.
And that is the sound effect for the silver and gold.
Thank you so much.
If you ever were a Girl Scout, you sang the song, Make New Friends But Keep the Old, one is silver and the other gold.
And also, Kev was saying the other day, remember, because we did Deb and Kev last week, right?
Right.
And she was like, does it have anything to do with the Christmas song? And I was like, no, Catherine, it doesn't have nothing to do with the Christmas song. She was like, silver and gold. And
Oh,
so now
that's true. Burl Ives, yeah.
So now, well, Burl. So that's all I think of
yeah.
now.
No, that's really not the origin of our idea.
No.
Hashtag
But
my
nice
idea.
try.
But anyway.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well,
I'll
our
do silver
gold. No, we always do silver first, don't we?
We do, yeah. You
silver-
always do silver first. Excuse me. You always do silver first.
Our silver FlossTuber this week, folks, is a lovely gal named Hallie.
Oh, Pam loves Hallie. I mean, I love Hallie too. But
Yeah,
Pam,
I was going to say, what's your problem with Hallie?
Loves
Hallie is probably cracking up. Hallie lives in Texas, I believe.
sure does. Yes, ma'am.
And she has a FlossTube channel, and it is adorably titled Stitching Big Things with Hallie. Guess why?
Because she likes to stitch big things. She
She-
likes big projects that cannot lie. But other projects can't deny.
She stitches a variety of projects.
When Hallie walks in with what?
Don't spit your dew on me.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, hi, Hallie.
Hi, Hallie.
And
Bet you want to go watch her now.
Hallie stitches a variety of things.
But they're all big.
But if they're big, they are...
On Hallie's whip list.
No, if they're big, they're usually full coverage.
Yeah, sure.
And she is very much into, Hades, etc.
Yes.
Right?
And Hade is a heaven and earth design pattern.
And usually, and I don't do those kinds of things, but I'm fascinated by the data that the people who do them keep.
It's insane.
In terms of counting stitches and so forth. And they use, Pattern Keeper or other programs on their devices to record.
It's wild.
And it is fascinating to me. And Hallie was at StitchCon. She's been to StitchCon more than once. And she's a great gal. Great personality. She's the mother of high schoolers and soon-to-be college kids. And sometimes when she talks about her boys, I think back to when mine were in that, part of life.
And you're like, how did I not murder them?
But anyway, go check out Hallie, particularly if you are interested in big projects and full coverage and using Pattern Keeper, etc.
Yes.
You will enjoy Hallie. Her
Very
videos
informative.
are usually between a half an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So they're very manageable to get through, and she's very enthusiastic about the craft. We love her to pieces. So go check out Stitchin'.
Yes.
No G.
No G. Just like Just Keep Stitching.
Right. Stitching big things with Hallie. Okay. And then our gold has to do with the fact that we leave a week from Wednesday for the Netherlands. A week. A month. Sorry, a month.
I was like, I don't know. You're on early, apparently.
I haven't even, a month. And we were there 4 years ago. And when we were there 4 years ago, we met several Dutch FlossTubers. And we want to make sure that you go check them out if they appeal to you.
Because we're going to be talking about them.
And I think the one that I wanted to start with most especially was Debby. Hi, Debby, at Creatively Yours.
Oh, we love Debby.
And as I said, Debby and the ones we're going to be featuring in the next few weeks before we leave lives in the Netherlands. She started her YouTube channel back in 2017, and she has made 110 videos.
I didn't realize that.
And I forgot to mention, I'm going to back up, Debby, just a bit, back to Hallie. Hallie started her channel in June of 2020. Okay. A lot of FlossTube channels started during the pandemic because lockdown. Everybody was secluded, right?
Yep.
And Hallie has made 96 videos. Okay. So I forgot to mention those statistics.
How could you, Pam?
The counts. But Debby has been around making floss tubes. Something tells me, I think she started making, doing other crafts on her first videos. Okay. But in any event, 110. And she's just a delight. She also does full coverage pieces. She uses Pattern Keeper. And then she also stitches other kinds of stitching.
Yeah.
And she's just a doll. We will see her in a month. We cannot wait.
Not a week.
Not a week. A month. So there's a couple of FlossTubers for you to check out. Absolutely. And we hope that you do.
Please do.
Okay. Let's talk about stitching, shall we?
Well, Pam, we shall. You know?
Okay.
So on Friday. Nope. Saturday.
Nope. Did you stitch before we went to Lisa's?
I stitched Friday night, actually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
After you went to bed.
Okay.
So Friday night, I picked up my stitching again. And I am bound and determined, everyone, to get this dang thing finished.
She's so close.
So close. Yet so far. Anyway. This is what it is. It's Jeans and Weenies from Plum Street Samplers. I'm like 95% done.
Did that focus? That didn't look like it was focused. Let's wait for it to make sure that it's focused. Is it focused?
Pam, you should stay focused one more time. Yes, Pam.
Okay.
It's focused.
Okay.
You guys good?
Okay.
It's focused.
Stop.
Good? Okay. Anyway.
Sorry.
All right. So, I am stitching mine on... Hold, please. 36 count cream and sugar from Fiber on a Whim. And I'm using all of the called for colors, which is a combination of Weeks Dye Works and Classic Colorworks. Okay. And I'm using one thread over 2. On 36. And I love it. Oof. This is, at this time, I should have given a content warning. You need to remove your children from the room for this viewing. Okay? Because I'm about to show you my headless wiener. I have a 12-year-old. Oh, it's funny. If you don't think that's funny, this is not the channel for you. Okay? LOL, look at him. My headless wiener. Okay. It's also just fun to say. Thank you so much. So, today, while watching the excruciating ball game, I did the sweater right here. I finished the pants last night. And then I did all of the bunting today during the game. And I honestly thought the bunting was going to take me forever, and it really didn't. So all I have left is to put the head on the wiener and finish there's like 3 stars left.
You'll probably have it finished tonight.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll definitely have it done by next week's video.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Wow, Stephanie will ring the bell.
It's going to be a cold day in hell
epic.
when I ring the bell. Okay.
Get your champagne out.
Yes, or just clap for me. But they're my 2 WIPGO polls for August.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to try to get back into WIPGO. Are 2 old projects. Okay, they are old projects.
Yes, they are.
And when I made my WIPGO board, I said, I'm putting these on here so I can get them finished.
That's right.
And here they are. And they both got called.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now I'm screwed.
No.
No, it'll be fine.
I think she showed them to me and I said, oh my goodness.
Like, they need to be done. Either I need to get them done or I need to just shut up about it already.
Yeah.
So we might just have a finish parade from me next week, you know? Listen,
Linda.
Linda. No, I don't know if I'll finish all 3 of them by next week. Holy moly, that's asking a lot. Okay? It's asking a lot. I was lucky I remembered how to cross stitch. Okay? Yeah. So it's very exciting. It's riveting stuff. So hopefully I can have that done just in time for
what?
Next week's video.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. That's what I've been doing.
Okay.
Since I've only been stitching the last 2 days.
Yeah.
So
that's okay.
What about you, Pam? What have you been doing with your life?
Huh? Okay, let's see.
Tell us about what you've been doing.
Well, since you mentioned WIPGO,
I did.
I had a hanger-onerer.
Oh, that's a technical cross stitch term.
From my June goals. Okay. And
and you were like, this will not do.
I'm just honest to myself.
Are you?
I don't have to be honest with you. But I'm going to be honest to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say I really didn't meet my goal.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll carry into July.
Okay.
And it is the Rural Post Office at Christmas, which is a Bucilla kit. Mm-hmm. And it is, I'm going to love it when it's done. Mm-hmm. I am.
Yes, she is.
But it is a bear. It is a big...
It's not actually a bear.
No, it's a big...
it's a rural post office.
Complicated.
Right.
Not complicated, but detailed.
I mean, it looks kind of complicated.
Detailed. It's detailed.
Yikes.
Okay. So, here is where I ended up. Mm-hmm. And I'm satisfied with the progress that I made. So it's everything is kit. Everything, the kit fabric, the kit floss, everything. Mm-hmm. And you've seen most of this before. And I think I mentioned that the in back of the cab of the truck is an open bed. Whoops. With a cow in it.
I see the cow.
See the cow with the black and red blanket over him.
Yep.
Right? Okay. And between the fractional stitches and all the different tones, I did what I could, but I'm clearly not done with that head of the cow right there. So I just decided to just...
the eye of the tiger, it's the head of the cow.
Correct. And...
LOL.
So I decided to get my time in.
Yeah.
I would go up and do some bricks. And so I went up and did the...
Looks great, Pam.
The bricks on the other side of the window. Mm-hmm. And then...
Best laid bricks I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I'm pretty happy. I mean, those reds are really pretty.
They are.
So there's lots of directions I could go on this, but... You know, I just labored and labored and labored over that dang cow. And then I thought, I'm not enjoying this right now. Let me go put some time in somewhere else. So
Okay.
So I am officially done with that WIP for this year, as far as WIPGO goes.
It's not on your board anymore?
No.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
So, I dropped the needle minder.
Well.
Oh, there it is.
Don't worry, we'll wait.
Yeah.
We don't want a cat to eat it, though, for real.
No.
Right, Millie?
Let me just make sure it's
you.
attached to the fabric.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I said, we'll wait.
Look at this great bag. Look at this great bag. This is from a bag maker that no longer sells bags. Makes bags, sells bags, diddly daddle. Did anybody buy a diddly daddle bag?
What's the date? Is it the 5th? Is that the next homestand?
4th.
The 4th?
4th.
Do you guys know what's happening on the 4th?
They might not care.
Well, this is our channel, so I'm going to tell them.
Yeah.
My husband's going to come back to Major League Baseball. Trevor Story's been out with the injury all season long, and he comes back on Friday, the 4th of August. Yeah. So I'm going to wear my Storytime t-shirt to work that day.
Yeah.
It's going to be a party, everybody. Okay? Anyway, all right.
Okay, so that is...
yeah, because the rest of your freaking whips are all finishes, you lovely person.
Pretty much. This is one that...
Is that not finished?
Yes, it is finished, but I wanted to tell the people about it. Is that all right?
Well, I mean, it's okay, but, like, are we going to wrap up whips and then go to finishes?
I don't have any other whips.
I know, so I was going to use sound effect and then do the thing, and then we'd move to finishes.
Okay.
Like what the notes say.
Okay.
They're going to come for us if we don't use the sound effects that we use every week.
Go for it.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
So those
are
our
whips
of
the
week. Perfect.
All right.
Now we got to do this because we've landlocked ourselves into these sound effects, Pam. Okay.
All right. Okay.
There we go.
All right.
Now tell the people all you want to tell them.
All right. So this was a whip.
Yep.
In the sense that I had stitched, this is Sister Suffragette from Summer House.
Sister Suffragette from Summer House Stitch Works.
And it had 1920 to 2020 on it, if you recall.
Mm-hmm.
And it commemorated the 19th Amendment in 1920. But,
wait, there's more.
I saw a gal named Carol on Instagram. She is Stitch-A-Latte on Instagram.
Yeah.
And what she did is she did not put just the 2 years in the middle. She did a little bit of research into the expansion of suffrage to different ethnic groups of women.
Cool.
And I thought that was really meaningful, and I wanted to do that. So
Agreed.
I got in touch with her. She had come to StitchCon a couple of years ago.
And is that where you saw it originally?
Yes.
Yeah.
She brought it, and it was on the
That's
bread.
what I thought. Yeah.
That's how it happened.
Yep.
And so anyway, she researched 4 different key years. Okay, and unless I'm going to tell you whether you want me to or not.
Okay.
So 1920 was obviously the 19th Amendment was ratified,
sure.
which granted women, in quotes, the right to vote.
Right.
That meant white women. Okay. It wasn't until 32 years later, 1952, when Asian American women were able to become naturalized citizens and thus were able to vote. 1952.
Okay. And
then another 10 years because of I believe it had something to do with Utah becoming a state. I'm not sure. Okay. But Native American women were granted the right to vote. Okay. 1962. And then, of course, you should know that it wasn't until the Voting Rights Act of 1965 was passed, which protected African American women's right to vote. So she spaced it out with the stars and the 4 pivotal years. And
Cool.
I was playing in Stash yesterday before we went to Lisa's. And I thought, well, for crying out loud, this would be a great thing to take tonight because we talk a lot. And this is going to be super easy to stitch while we're visiting.
Yeah.
So it's officially done now. And it has the 4 years in it.
Yeah.
From 1920 to 1965. It doesn't really need to have 2020 on it.
No.
Because it marks when things actually happened.
Yes, I would agree.
So it is now officially completed and ready to be finished in some fashion.
Excellent.
It will probably be framed.
Oh, okay.
So
Awesome. Yay.
that is one.
Yes.
And then you probably know that a lovely stitcher lent me the Birds of a Feather Christmas Angels chart and the Birds of a Feather White Christmas chart. And when anybody does that for me, I feel obligated to stitch those up fairly quickly and get the charts back to them. Mm-hmm. So you've seen all of the 4 angels. And in case you missed it, I will show you the 4 White Christmas ornaments from Birds of a Feather. These charts are very hard to find, so I feel very special. So the first one is the snowman. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, this is the order that I stitched them in.
Yeah.
It can be stitched in any order. And I put them all on one piece of fabric.
Yeah.
And this is the carolers.
Cute.
Yeah. And this is
Rudolph. We love him.
So I think I showed Rudolph last week.
He's good.
And then at the tail end of this past week, I did the last 4th one. And it is the little shopper girl on ice skates.
She's so busy.
Yeah, yeah. So these were super fun.
Yes.
Did
you stitch that on, Pam?
32 count exemplar linen from Color and Cotton.
Yeah, yeah.
And
using one thread over 2.
Using 1 over 2.
Mm-hmm.
And they really, once you got to the 4th one, man, it was
easy breezy.
Easy peasy because of the 4 corners were all identical and you knew just where to go. So this is what the chart looks like if you are interested in trying to find it. It is very hard to find. And now that I've showed it, I can put both Birds of a Feather charts in the mail back to the lender and publicly thank her very much. She knows who she is.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so
there we go.
There's another one.
Okay, next.
And I wanted to finish this one up because it was one of my SAL Stitch-A-Longs / Start-A-Longs schedule because I have another one that I plan to start on Wednesday, the 1st of August. So I wanted to free up the slot for the future Sal.
Yes.
And that is the American Trilogy Sal. And the 3rd one in the series from the twins of Twin Peak Primitives is Shore of Freedom.
There you go.
And
love it.
I was able to do it.
So now they're all done? All 3 are done?
Yes. And I meant to show, I meant to go to the under the bed box and pull out the other 2. But if you go to Twin Peak Primitives on Etsy, you can see what all 3 look like.
Yes.
And this one is by far my favorite.
That is wild.
The first one had the Statue of Liberty on it.
It did, yep.
The middle one had Independence Hall on it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is...
got a big old balloon. Big old balloon.
Yeah. And this is Shore of Freedom. And
so
I
pretty.
Just absolutely adore this. The twins, Nerdin is just amazing with it. Whoa. I don't know what she knocked over. Hold on.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Is it fine? Okay.
It was just a stack of charts.
Yeah,
That
it
slipped.
scared her more than it did anything else.
I can't wait to watch that back.
No, it's funny because it was loud, but we're fine. We're fine. It's just cats.
I almost peed.
So anyway, I just love the colors in this.
Yeah,
I
it's
love the
gorgeous.
red lighthouse. I love the blue water. I love the ship. I love the mermaids. I love everything
I like the
about
Pam and
this.
Steph air balloons.
Yeah. Baloney. But anyway, I love the guys.
No,
in
they're
the,
balloons, not baloney.
yeah. So, big finish for me.
Yeah.
How you doing, Millie? Did you survive?
She's like, Grandma, did you see that?
Anyway. So that was a very big finish for me.
It was.
Wow, there is a
Pam.
Facebook group that I set up that had people that were watching along.
Yeah.
And so now I'm ready for the sale that I'm going to plug in on the 1st of August.
Woo.
So,
Happy finishes, everyone. Okay. And as Pam mentioned before, when we went to Lisa's last night, we picked up a couple things from her, as she is one of the people that we have do some framing for us. And so we each have one to show. So mine, however, is not something that I actually stitched. If you remember a few months back,
it was in the summertime.
well, whatever.
Earlier this summer.
Okay, fine. So we got some cross stitch from a woman who had passed away. And her cross stitch stash ended up in our hands, and so we went through it, and this was one of those pieces that she had finished but never gotten framed. And so I loved it, and I wanted to have it framed. And so I have no idea what this is called. I have no idea if it's available.
No, I have a feeling it's a Cooler Design Studio piece.
Okay, great.
It has that look,
Okay,
but
awesome.
we did not take the time to
research it.
research it. Or if we did, I've forgotten what we found out.
Yeah.
Which is very typical of me.
So, but anyway, I think it's really pretty.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like. Oh, I love it so much. I love it. I like it from like this far away.
Yeah.
It looks really pretty. So,
Yeah.
and this frame was actually one that she had already made, and it just literally happened to fit the piece perfectly.
Yeah.
So, I think it's gorgeous.
I like the frame that she picked because it does not take over
away.
or take away from the colors in the piece.
Correct. Yeah. So I really, really like it.
I think, I did look it up and now I've forgotten again. I think it had something to do with the dishes.
I'm sure it does.
Something ware, like stoneware or something like that.
Yeah.
Cool. Some of you stitchers of my generation might be yelling the title out to us as we speak.
Yes. So I love this. I think it's so great, and I am happy and honored that I get to hang it in my home.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's really, really quite pretty.
yay. So that's what I got. And then what did you get, Pam?
And the other one that she had done for us was one of mine, and now I'm trying to think. Is it Heart of America? I think it's Heart of America.
I think so.
From Little House,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And I love the frame she found for this one as well. And that's it there.
It pulls out the house, I think.
Yes. Yes.
I love it so much.
Whoops,
Yeah.
sorry. Did I? Yeah, you can see the molding.
Yeah. Looks awesome.
And
Looks so
has
good.
buttons. And this was a fun stitch. Classic Little House.
So classic Little House.
And just so fun. And really, this molding is beautiful.
Yeah.
So, Heart of America from Little House Needleworks.
Yeah.
And we are thrilled
Yes, ma'am.
with both of those.
Yes, absolutely.
Ooh, I think yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but of course, those framings were made possible by all of your incredible,
Absolutely.
wonderful, generous donations. So thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Right.
All right. Next. Promotions. Welcome to the Triple P,
That's right.
the promotional portion of the program where we
Yes.
talk to you about promotional items.
Correct.
And this week we have the Twin Peak Primitives pattern of the week.
Right.
And if you are new here, the pattern of the week comes to you from us and the twins at Twin Peak Primitives. And it is a pattern that we love, that we think that you will also love. Sometimes it's a new release, sometimes it's an oldie but a goodie, and that is the case this week. And so for 1 week, from video to video, the pattern of the week is discounted by 23%. So, big price cut on it. So if it is a pattern that you want, this is the time to snag it.
That's right.
So before we go into the specifics of how to get it, let's show it to you. And this week's pattern of the week is called...
Secret Garden.
There you go.
And
So we're going to
insert it here.
Yay.
It's very, very pretty.
It sure is. So if you've been with us since day one, then you might remember a previous episode where we have promoted that pattern. But that was many moons ago.
It's been a long time.
And we've got new people, and we want to provide the...
Absolutely. And as you can see in the picture, I mean, another beautiful Twin Peak Primitives border.
I was going to say the border is my favorite part.
Amazing. So.
Absolutely. So if you would like to get your hands on Secret Garden with the 23% discount, then you can by going to the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop, both of which are linked below, and add it to your cart and check out. If you are someone who prefers hard copies of your cross-stitch patterns, that is totally fine too. But you must go to the Daily Stitcher, which is an online knitting workshop in Maine. And in wherever you buy it from, you don't need a discount code or anything like that. It's already discounted. Just add it to your cart and check out.
That's right.
Okay? Okay.
Wonderful. All right. That means it's time for mail call.
Okay.
What did we get in the mail?
Well, this technically didn't come in the mail. And I guess we could wait and talk about it during the Buy Me a Coffee portion. But this was all we had for mail call. So,
okay.
So it
what
was
a cute card.
It was so pretty. So this came, so I worked on Saturday, and this lovely woman whose name is Jan, she came into the shop, and it was lovely to meet her. And she gave me this really pretty card, you guys.
It's almost 3D.
Well, it is 3D.
Yeah.
Yep. So, look how pretty that is. I love it. Gorgeous. And a very sweet note on the inside. Thank you so much, Jan. And then also she put Steph and Pam. So, love you, Jan. And she also included a donation for Buy Me a Coffee. So,
right.
A huge thank you to Jan.
Yes, thank you, Jan. That was very generous.
That's all. Okay.
Who's going first on haul?
Well, all I have is this, and the whole thing really isn't even mine. So I'll just do this, and then you can go.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we received a big pink package.
That's right.
From Blue Earth, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And from Welcome Stitchery. So, we love them up there in the Minnesota. And every year, they have a... So I'm getting everything out of here so I don't forget to show you anything. Justine has a chart designed by a designer in our industry that has to do with welcome.
Yeah.
Because the name of the shop is Welcome Stitchery, and it just kind of makes sense, okay?
Yep.
And so this year, the design was by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I saw them talk about it on their FlossTube, Justine and Shelly, and I was like, we must order that.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
And so there's something else that Pam wanted that she will show you in a momento. But I want to show you this because I got this so I could stitch it. Oh, I love it so much. Yeah. Okay, so this is what it is. Welcome to our home. Look at the colors. Just look at the colors.
Amazing.
Just look at the word home.
The shading.
Just, are you even serious?
Right.
It's just so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I love this so much.
It's gorgeous.
And we got it with all of the called for DMCs, along with the 32 count linen. Excuse me, 32 count. Yes,
yeah,
linen.
Mm-hmm.
And all comes together in one nice little package.
It's lovely.
Which is so cute.
Right.
So can't wait to stitch that.
Right.
And then they also were lovely and sent us a lovely note. Justine did. And then this little pamphlet.
Priceless.
Look at him.
Do you know who that is? That is, well, it's probably not the Jolly Green.
It's a Jolly Green.
It's Little Sprout.
Grandson.
Little
Sprout. Okay,
yeah.
Jolly Green grandson.
Because they live in Blue Earth, where there is a
Jolly Green giant,
gigantic Jolly Green giant statue.
Right. So they have a Sprout scavenger hunt.
Right.
In downtown Blue Earth, Minnesota, which we are gonna go and do.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a little map to do that. I mean, just look at it. So there's, believe it or not, there are 20 little sprouts throughout the entire city of Blue Earth, Minnesota. Yeah, I need to do this immediately. Mm-hmm. And so that was really fun to see.
Yes.
And then, obviously, like our receipt. Okay, great. And then, top of the morning to ya, she wrote, which was really cute. And then, a project card and a info card, which is cool. And then she also included, which these are nifty.
They are super nifty.
So they're like corner gauges and thread keeps all in one. All together now.
And one is clear and one is
frosted. So this is clear, this is frosted. And you can see that it says, Welcome Stitchery, the address, the phone number, the website, and the email.
Right.
I love it. And this, your logo is so classy. Just like you. It's okay. And I just love it. I think this is a very nifty contraption. And you're lucky that I was like, what's in that? Because you had wrapped these so well and put them inside the thing that Pam got. And I said, what is that? And she was like, I think it goes with the pattern. And I was like, oh, you should unwrap it.
And it was those.
It was these. I would have never known that.
So you need to buy some stickers that say open immediately.
Yeah. For all.
Whenever you ship out these.
These are so fun.
These corner gauges.
Love these so much.
Organizers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
but no criticism at all.
No.
We love you.
Thank you.
Pieces.
Yes. You're a hoot and a holler. Okay, show them what you got from Welcome Stitchery, Pam. Well, I pick out a boyfriend. I got 20 options. Sign me up, okay?
So, we've shouted Justine Shelly out before, and I have said that when anybody asks me what other FlossTube channels are as funny as you and Steph,
no one.
The first channel that comes to mind is Welcome Stitchery, and that is because these girls have known each other their whole lives, and when you know a friend that long,
there's bound to be some inside jokes, you know what I'm
saying? And, of course, the other one that I often refer people to is Running with Scissors, Stitching with Jane and Julie. And I watched them today knowing already that I had this in my possession. So, like Steph said, Justine celebrated a milestone in the ownership of Welcome Stitchery. And I think had an open house, as I recall. And she had vendors. And one of the vendors was Julie from Running with Scissors. Julie went to the open house and was a vendor. And Julie, if you don't remember us mentioning Jane and Julie, Julie is a hardanger expert. And there are a lot of people who don't know anything about hardanger, and I include myself in that category. But Julie is got the most amazing spirit and patience that if you are interested she's your gal to go to. She's actually getting ready to teach a couple classes in Blue Earth on Hardanger. I know this because I just watched their last video. And Julie talked about going with a car full of her designs to Justine's open house. And she probably wondered how much of her merchandise she would sell as a vendor. What happened was, and I'm not telling tales out of school because she just mentioned it on their video, Justine bought all of Julie's inventory to sell.
Whatever was left.
In her shop. Whatever she had not sold.
Sold some at the
Yeah, she was doing fine. And then what was left, Justine bought.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Julie designed was this adorable Halloween chart called RIP 2020. And you know, we all feel that way. Things that go bump in the night. And this is what it looks like, both as a drum and as a framed piece. And Justine showed it finished as a drum, I believe, on their video.
Yes.
And so when we put our order in on Justine's website for the Welcome to Our Home chart, I said, and also put in
things that go bump in the night.
the things that go bump in the night. RIP 2020.
Yeah.
So
So cute.
Yeah.
Super cute.
So I'm thrilled to have something that Julie designed, and we also hope that we've met Justine and Shelly. They've been to StitchCon a couple of years, and we hope that we get to meet the gals at Running with Scissors also.
So it looks like
they are hysterical.
It looks like you can get the charts from. Also, Julie has a website.
Yeah, Julie has a website too, so we'll reference that too.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then I picked up this design. Jane and Julie showed it as well, like mine's. I see you. I see you. This is from Teresa Kogut. I love this sentiment, and it is called Wisdom, simply Wisdom. Around the border, it says, be harmonious. Oh, shoot, Teresa.
Let me read it.
Judge not, that ye be not judged. Kindness is wisdom. At the bottom it says love one another. And then in the block it says, 'tis not fruitful to lift one up by belittling another. And the colors are absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. So what I was struggling to read was the light letters around the very border.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely stunning.
So pretty.
Once again, Teresa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, pick that up.
And because as her Patreon a member, you get a coupon code.
I do. Yeah. Yeah. Now, this came to me from my friend, our friend, Lori, the Flying Cross Stitcher. And it comes to me because she was stitching this at StitchCon. And every time I walk by, I had to stop. I just thought this was the most adorable thing. So this is a picture of Lori's. It's actually maybe a little bit better to see. And it is the way I want to stitch it. It's called Dear Chef. And it's from, the label is Gera, G-E-R-A apostrophe, not apostrophe, exclamation mark. And there's always an exclamation mark after it. I believe the name is Kyoko Marioka. Sold through Creative Poppy, if you're familiar with Creative Poppy. But what made Lori so adorable is, this is what the picture of the pattern looks like. Okay, that's cute. But then look what Lori did. She stitched it on check.
Oh, stop. So cute.
So cute. So cute.
Yep.
So I kept walking by Lori's table, and I kept walking by, and I kept saying, God, that's cute. God, that's cute. And finally, Lori said, Pam, when I'm finished, you can have the chart. And
Oh, so she gave you hers. You didn't buy your own.
no.
Oh, okay.
So I guess it should have been mail call. And then
Yeah,
she
sorry.
lovingly sent me a
I didn't
card
realize that.
that was from Hallmark, and of course the artist is Marjolaine Baston. Hallmark had the license to make cards out of Marjolaine Baston's artwork.
Yep.
And she knew how much I love Marjolaine, and she said, I had to send you this Marjolaine card. So I amended it, and where she amended it, it says, your hospitality was wonderful with the bird's nest, and then she crossed off, your hospitality says, your floss tubes are wonderful. So she's one of our favorite people in the community, and so I should have put this. You didn't know that I didn't pay for it, so my bad. Oops. But anyway.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Do you want me to put this with it so you have this for reference?
Yes, definitely. And then I didn't pay for these either.
Oh, sorry.
So.
My bad. I thought you got them off eBay.
No. I had a couple of things listed in search of that were primitive needle charts.
Yeah.
And a woman in the UK messaged me privately on Facebook and said, I have some primitive needles. Let me tell you what they are, and you tell me if you want any of them. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a blanket collector of everything from a particular designer. I know what I like, and that's what I'm after. So we went back and forth. Obviously, she was 5 or 6 hours ahead of me in time. And I said, I will take this one and this one. And the two that I took, I did pay for these. Holy cow, I did. Because I remember going back and forth with her on the currency difference. Because I said, I want to give you enough American money to equal what you're asking in pounds. Okay. So what I got was Earth Sampler from Primitive Needle, and that's a very poor picture. It has a bunny on it, and it has a whale, and it's really cute, though. It's really, really cute. And the other one that I took was Tombstone Spots from the Primitive Needle. And I don't, I'm not necessarily interested in tombstone art for the let's just say the Dark 13 aspect, but because of my work in genealogy and my work tromping through cemeteries and looking at tombstone designs. So those actually were purchases.
Yeah.
And this was also a purchase, I'm pretty sure. This was a purchase. I think this was on Destash. And another Marjolaine, and it is Wildflowers with the water bucket, a water can.
That is insane. Look at that.
I love it.
Just look at that.
I love it. They are an absolute joyous.
I mean, we need to talk about your definition of joy, but okay.
No, they are. It's the beauty.
If you like it, that's all that matters.
The beauty comes through.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is called Wildflowers.
Yeah. This is a kit that is really not too complicated.
I'm going to do this one. Okay.
I have that one.
I know, but I'm going to stitch it.
The picking order. Yeah.
So
this is a
cute.
Sunset / Dimensions kit from...
Wait, Sunset is / Dimensions?
Well, it's interchangeable.
News to me.
See, it says Sunset up top, and then you look at the fine print, and it says Dimensions, Reading, PA.
Somebody's
1996.
messed up there.
This really is not too complicated, I don't believe.
Not too involved, huh?
But I think up on a wall, it is absolutely stunning. It's called Birch View. I love birch trees. So,
looks like a cold Ohio winter morning.
A very reasonable purchase.
Cool.
And then this I got off of Destash.
Okay.
Most of you know the Silver Needle used to do. I don't don't think they do this anymore. They
Okay.
used to have secret needle night kits that Mona would put together because Mona is the queen of finishing out there.
Correct.
And but the reason I grabbed this off of eBay,
Okay.
was that it is a design from Brooke Nolan from Brooks Books.
We love it.
And it's called Stitchy Acres. Isn't
One of
that
her
cute?
early works.
Yeah, Stitchy Acres.
Yeah.
So it's got all the stuffs, the low count fabric, and all the fancy fibers. It doesn't come with this, casket shaped
Frame
thing, but
Oh,
you can pick that stuff up now
yes.
this time of year.
You can.
And so I thought that was fun.
It was very fun.
So a mixture of mostly purchases
Yeah. Awesome.
and maybe give you some ideas.
Awesome.
Add to cart.
Add to cart.
We didn't say it together.
No.
We're failing.
It's all right. We're good.
All right.
Okay.
Wow. Zippy.
Zippy.
We want to thank some folks.
Yeah.
And like we said, the lovely Jan gave us a donation, and we
Yes.
thank you again, Jan.
Yes.
And aside from Jan, we also want to thank Robin,
Laura. Thank you, Laura. I didn't know we were trading off.
Jana, thank you.
Another Jan.
No, this is the same Jan.
Okay, same Jan. Jan, you just get extra thanks this week, okay?
And Cheryl,
There
thank
you
you
go.
very much.
Okay.
And these folks use the link in the description box to use either buy me a coffee or Ko-Fi or whatever you want to
Yes.
do.
Totally optional. It's up
And
to you.
you saw the end result with those two framed
we
pieces.
can get stuff framed. Show
And
it to you.
we
And hang
love
it on
you
the
for
wall.
that. It's totally optional. It's
Exactly.
available to you, and
Yes.
so forth and so on.
Yeah.
So that just about does it for us this Sunday night, right?
Yeah.
Plans include what?
I have no plan.
Continuing to get back to normal.
Yeah.
We have the month of August is clear.
Well, we have French Stitch.
We have Friend Stitch
Friend
coming
Stitch
up on
is-
Saturday.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that.
And if you don't know about that, that is put on by Cecilia
Yep.
and the Bent Creek girls.
Right, so
Cecilia and
Heart Creek.
Heart Creek.
Heart and Hand and Bent Creek.
That's the merging of.
Heart Creek.
Yeah, we're
Heart
looking forward.
Creek.
We got our boxes in the mail, so that was another thing we got. And we're looking forward to that. That'll be Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
We've done that now. I think this is like our third year.
It's
third
like
or
our
fourth.
7th year, I think. I'm just
Seriously?
kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Four?
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
four.
it's 4. Yeah.
Yeah, we love it. We love it.
It's going to be really fun.
These ladies are pros, man. They know
They
how
are,
to do it.
professional.
It's an online Zoom retreat.
Yes, so I don't really have to get out of my pajamas, which is a plus.
Absolutely. So, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you for stopping in and checking on us and making sure that we survived the Tiny Town shipment part of our lives.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. I'm actually starting to pull projects for 2024.
You're going to do 24 and 24?
I'm going to start 24 projects in 2024.
She's going to do 72 and
It's
24.
also / Stitch Before You Die. And that may
Apparently
sound...
Pam is planning on dying.
That may sound morbid, but when you get past 65,
things get dark, people. It gets dark around here. It's real sad all the time. It's just really
but
sad.
in the course of pawing through all my
You're
stuff,
like, I can't crook before I stitch that.
I came up with so many gems. I'm like, oh, I must.
Pam's not going to go anywhere. She's canceling all of her trips for 2024.
Yeah. And then,
She's
of course,
gonna-
our trip is coming, and we're getting ready.
And she's going to actually have her recliner remodeled.
No.
So
it's
she doesn't
still
have to get up at all.
No, it's
You
still
know what
good.
I'm saying?
We hope that you're doing well. We hope that you're
great.
getting through this
Hot summer.
terrific.
Don't say terrific. It's not terrific. It's terrible.
It's a terrible weather situation
It's bad.
all over the place. We were watching a ball game that took place in San Francisco this afternoon, and I wanted to be there.
Oh, it looks so
For the-
nice.
Absolutely.
This is a perfect day for baseball. Oh,
for the
go away.
absolute amazing temperatures. So those of you
65.
who live in Northern California / the Bay Area, count your blessings. count your blessings.
I wonder what it was in Oregon today. And like Washington and that part of the
Well,
country.
probably cool too. I would think. Anyways, Hoosie, that's going to do it.
Yep.
And we'll be back next Sunday. And we are looking forward to another fun week. We hope you are too.
Yes.
If you have things that are heavy on your heart, we hope that your hour with us has given you a little reprieve from that.
Absolutely.
And we most sincerely hope that we can do that for you.
Yes.
In the meantime, we'll see you next Sunday night.
Yep.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
This is Just Keep Stitching.
Bye.